Hello and welcome back to This Is Fine, the bracket edition. We are doing a top 8 top cut here today, and we're going to be looking at 1111 Make-A-Wish and NKT Definitivo.
Yes, this could be a hell of a match. Both teams have done very well in their pools. Of course, they've made it to the top cut.
This is a very stacked top cut, actually. A lot of teams actually dropped halfway through. So we were debating doing 2 brackets, but ultimately we did settle on just doing a top cut. But it's going to be very, very fun to watch either way because the top bracket is full of the most skilled people who have made it this far. And there's even a team that has played nearly every single match with the meta comp and won almost every single one.
Of course. I'm excited to see them next round. But that's next round. This round, 11-11 Make-A-Wish versus NKT Definitivo. This is going to be a best of 3 for y'all who are in chat, not listening. And there will be no splat zones. So we get to actually watch things that are interesting.
You know, there are some people who actually really hate splat zones because of the whole giving special while you're in control or something. It's crazy.
Yes, but they're lame.
They're lame? All right. Well, actually, we'll be looking at this first match. It will be on Tower Control Undertow Spillway. It's going to be... Have you ever played on Undertow Spillway? Do you have any strategies you usually use?
I've played on Undertow Spillway, and my strategy is to kill the enemy team.
That is true. A really good thing to do on Undertow Spillway is you have this big bottleneck in the middle of the map, and a lot of your turf is actually going to be straight from kills.
Definitely. And I wasn't joking when I said that. Trust me. All planned.
Trust me. All according to plan. Listen, Bacon, your mind on the right track right now.
Definitely. We're going to see a lot more, bottleneck heavy comps. We're gonna see things that can throw out fizzies, maybe like buckets and stuff that can really throw down a lot of paint inside mid to where people cannot get out. And that's gonna be the strat here, I think, for comps. I don't think we're gonna see
You like fizzies, huh?
I do like fizzies, alright? We're not gonna see I don't think we're gonna see Wiper.
Speaking of which, we have gone into the match. We have a Firefin on 1111 and a Gal on NKT, which is very interesting because we haven't really seen.
So I was right.
You won a Tri-Slasher Nouveau. I am very interested to see how Super Chump is going to be working out for Make-A-Wish, as Super Chump is like a displacement special with missiles, but it's not nearly as powerful. That being said, we did see a Super Chump go up, and this ends up just got 2v1'd by the Zimmy, and I believe that was... Oh, well, there's definitely a bloodbath going on around the tower here.
Definitely. It is 2 down on both sides. Everyone is dropping like flies, and NKT will be the first to... Not the first. Actually, both teams have just made it to the first checkpoint.
Yeah, but who's going to be the first to break that? 1111 is in the lead of points on to break it, but when you have a checkpoint, you have to go through the entire checkpoint in order to break it. That being said, 1111 is trying to get through this checkpoint, and they make it past as this 96 takes control of the tower. Make sure to get out of there before their Kraken runs out, which is a great trade as a 96. Sadly, it looks like they actually lost a 1v1 to the NZAP or Tri-Slosher. I'm not really sure. That being said, this has given NKT a great position to push up, get past that first checkpoint, get lead, and maybe even get to the second checkpoint with a bubble for safety.
Definitely. And this is where the Zimmy is going to show its strength. We've seen in Ludi tournaments and other matches the value of bubble. Teams running, Blast or Junior and really trying to run double bubble. Just proving that bubble is super useful in tower control. And especially against, things like the Chump. It is a projectile. It will hit that shield, I believe. Unless I am sorely mistaken.
Speaking of projectiles, this Tri-Slosher actually just put their Tacticooler on the tower, which is a very good strategy because the Tacticooler is an invincible object. The only way it'll be destroyed if it gets crushed, which means it can deflect other projectiles. It's like something kind of like a bubble.
It's a mini cover. It's like it's basically a buffing splash wall. At that point, it's going to provide a little bit of cover for the people who want to get on tower. That being said, tower is charging straight towards that second checkpoint.
NKT is definitely making a push, and this is actually a lot due to the Gal pressuring back a lot of 11-11 in their spawn. This Berlin's excellent positioning has gotten them all the way to this next checkpoint, making 11-11 lose the lead, and on top of this, the Gal has a Kraken ready to pop, and this Ink Strike is not even enough to persuade him off. That being said, getting close to tower, trying to get on. Ooh, and this Tri-Slosher gets a nasty double as this Gal is forced to retreat in order to save its own life.
Insane plays here coming on. We saw a lot of special use there from 11-11. Originally we saw a chump onto tower. It just didn't work. There's a chump right there in mid. And then we see the triple Ink Strikes used. Which helps get the member of Definitivo off and helps set up that Tri-Slosher with that amazing double kill. But speaking of double kill, there is actually now 3 down on the side of Definitivo and a staggered wipeout on the side
11
towards 11-11, giving Definitivo a really big edge.
Definitivo has to stall this game for essentially a minute and 30 seconds if they want to win. This ends up Brian is actually getting an amazing pick on this charger, taking out like a lot of their pressure and letting the tower move forward just a little bit more. And while they might not be able to push their lead further, they will at least be able to preserve mid and keep their lead steady.
Yes, and we haven't talked about this. The ZNF charger has been a mainstay in this tournament so far. Really being that alternative to the E leader, and having that wall allows it to kind of play like a quasi 52 Gal with extremely long range.
Well, I think 96 might be a little more accurate. That being said, Tri-Slosher by tower forcing 96 to pop Kraken, probably at least going to get another checkpoint. Definitely helping them out. They even have another bubble on tower from the mini. That being said, they're not pushing that tower. There's no point getting down on the field. It's a 2v3 right now as NKT is fighting to try and get this knockout, and they might get it as this Super Chump is not going to dissuade them off tower, but an Ink Strike sure will. 2v2 right now. NKT is out of mid. 11-11 is scrambling to make a push. They're going to have to get on the tower and stick on it if they even want a chance to come back from this. That being said, an easy 2 down on the side of Make-A-Wish means that NKT is going to grab this tower, and that's the first game.
I like the idea coming out there from Make-A-Wish with these specials and the comp. There's a lot of displacement. It's Super Chump, Triple Ink Strike, Ink Storm. There's a lot of, I want you out of this area. And Definitivo just said, yeah, well, Kraken. And that's kind of what happened. Definitivo got those kills that 96 got, a lot of value in the Tri-Slosher. Tri-Slosher was on Make-A-Wish side. I am tripping right now. But the 96 Gal really did work over there, and you could see that, despite Make-A-Wish's best efforts, just
NKT's 96 Berlin actually knows how to play this weapon very well. The positioning they took was intensely scary. And 96, who has good positioning, means that they're going to be able to pressure you all the way at plat from Cubby on Undertow, and that is a very long range. And even though it's a very slow fire rate, it's a 2-shot kill, and you don't want to get hit by a single one of those, especially if you have that Nautilus on NKT with Rain Up. That's essentially a 1-hit kill, and it is a killer combo. Only thing that would make it worse is burst bombs, honestly, or even a blaster. That being said, you can't run all 3 because then you have no turf coverage, and I think that's where the Super Chump comes in.
Definitely. Super Chump. We're gonna see Super Chump on this. I said it before in the previous tournament, in the pools, but Super Chump is really good on Rainmaker because the Rainmaker carrier has a really slow firing weapon, right? And if his teammates are down or the teammates are overextended, that Super Chump can really easily punish that. The Rainmaker doesn't have a lot of that mobility to get out, can't destroy the chumps. It's a lot harder for the Rainmaker to deal with those Super Chumps. To the point where it's just a straight up Rainmaker don't go here tool. It is like a really effective, because of the area, the radius of that, it's really good. I would say even better than missiles for that.
That being said, we are going into our next match on Rainmaker Museum, and we are seeing Super Chump on both teams coming out. Lots of stealth jump on the side of NKT, but a lot of object shredder on 1111. They're probably going to get this pop. NKT knows this and is not even trying to contest this. That being said, what they're not doing in popping power, they're doing in pressure. And this pressure is going to be insane. Already 1111 is pushed back on their plat. That being said, they got a little too greedy, and that is basically a wipe on the side of NKT, which means this first checkpoint is free for 1111. This is going to be very close if NKT can actually push them out. You don't want to get locked out on plat, and that being said, they are not getting locked out on plat. Even so, they still are... This
Sneaky.
Rainmaker is going insane. The sneaky Rainmaker play, they almost got away with it too, as nearly everybody on NKT dropped off of plat. That being said, this ends up was quick to...
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. This Rainmaker actually got stuck inside of this Ink Strike and was very lucky actually to even get a trade, which is very favorable for NKT, trying to push up onto 1111's plat.
Definitely. We see the Kraken come out here. Just the specials. It's back and forth. NKT taking this checkpoint. With that sneaky that we had before, it was reminding me a little bit of the 720 play in the end of their first map. Or second map, I think. No, first map.
That
where
also
it was
reminded me of
really
another
clutch
team.
Sneak play.
Yes, it's super clutch. That being said, NKT nearly got control of their plat there. That would have started a lot. I mean, 1111 almost got control of NKT's plat here, I believe. And that, no, NKT, yes, whatever. But the worst thing you want to be on Alfonsino is locked out of the map. To get locked out of the map essentially means that, like, you are going to be trickling, you are going to be staggered, you are not going to be doing a lot. These super chumps are coming out, getting a little bit of turf, but...
This map is quite open, but that chump's taking a large area, but knee down on the side of Make-A-Wish. NKT should have this, but...
NKT is trying to occupy the plat as long as they have good communication and are able to hold themselves on this plat. They're probably going to be able to get a solid push off this. That being said, the sneaky Tri-Slosher coming out and taking the Rainmaker out means that NKT has to relinquish plat even just a little bit so that they can get back into position. That being said, a nasty, nasty trade. Or basically a trade, yes, as this Kraken goes for the kill to get NKT back into position, back on their push, back on the aggression. Ooh, and that was a really good pick by Berlin.
You said it at the end of last match, Berlin is really good on this 92. 96.
92.
It's just 4 damage, it's fine.
Damage! Well, that be...
As we all know, the caliber of a water gun is relative to its damage. We all know this.
Of course, of course. The Super Chump does come out, and I do understand what you're saying with the Rainmaker denial system. That being said, Kraken is a perfect tool for a Rainmaker to push in. Now, Kraken, you have to jump or you have to switch surge in order to get a proper kill with it. And 1111 gets the wipeout, actually. That means they're going to be pushing up into plat, trying to get more points, trying to extend that lead by even just little 10 points is not comfortable on a map like Alfonsino. If you're not in single digits, you are not safe.
Definitely, that's like a squid roll in a bit, right? That is not a lot of points separating these two teams, and it is anyone's game right now. But what a drop shot from the Zimmy.
Exactly. Cosine XX is doing pretty well. That being said, getting sniped by this Tri-Slosher, they are really good at what they're doing. NKT is trying to get this pop, trying to get more points. They need this lead, and they need it bad. They need it within the next minute, but they are too afraid to grab this Rainmaker. But they're risking it. They're risking it all, and they get sniped. That is the risk that you have to take. 40 seconds left. They only have 1 or 2 good pushes as long as 11-11 doesn't drop it, and it looks like it does get dropped. Rainmaker is still going. Just got taken out. 3 down on the side of NK2. That's basically a wipeout, which means all 11-11 has to do is hold mid and make sure that NKT doesn't come in. They don't even need to pop this Rainmaker. It'll be over.
And if they do, they don't even need to push it. They can just, you know, take it and hide. It is fine. That is, it's practically game over for NKT.
Oh yes, and that Tri-Slosher coming in for that clutch last kill. Insane play on the side of 11-11.
Definitely. Really good, just really good individual plays coming out. We saw, you know, on the side of NKT, Berlin doing great on the 96, but on the other side, it's, I mean, well, on Make-A-Wish side, I would say it's a lot more coordination. They had some really good specials with the Tri-Strike getting the guy getting out of Kraken. There was a lot of the chumps were used to take a lot of that space in mid to allow Make-A-Wish to make pushes.
I think the star of that game was definitely the Tri-Slosher, and I didn't catch their tag in the middle of all that chaos, but the Tri-Slosher was definitely getting those key picks on the Rainmaker, and what you want to do when you're in a situation like that, especially when it's near the end of the game, is sometimes you need to feed for it. You need to go in even though there's danger just to get those last few points or just to take out the Rainmaker before lead. And that's what that Tri-Slosher was doing. Did it once on plat and did it again at the end of the game after they realized that that Rainmaker was popped. Fizzy Bomb is surprisingly versatile as you don't really need to charge it up in order to get that trail of ink. And that's what that Tri-Slosher took advantage of, taking only the Rainmaker out along with itself in a trade, but all you need is that Rainmaker down in overtime to get the points.
Definitely. That Rainmaker, it might be 3, there might be checkpoints, but at the end of the day, Rainmaker will always be this really
fast-paced.
It can go to that end so quickly. Like
that being said, past Rainmaker, we are now on Clam Blitz Eeltail. Not a lot of comp changes on the side of 11-11, and not a lot on the side of NKT. It looks like they know what they want to do, and they're going to do it.
Definitely. I don't think both of these teams have shown what their comps are useful for. NKT really is showing what the Zimmy is good for, and really, Berlin showing how good that 96 is. And 11-11 just showing how they can use their displacement specials to their advantage. So it really comes down to just team coordination at this point.
Exactly. We have Candy on this Tri-Slosher trying to get a push in, destroying this bubble. All they need to do properly is to make sure that they can get clams, and it looks like they don't have a lot of clams right now. Sadly taken out by this NZap's auto bomb. Looks like they're actually not running double bomb, if you can believe it. Actually, NKT has more than enough clams for a push here. Taking out that super chump, getting that clam ahead. Brian right now has 7, is just looking for a single clam, and there is the first score. This is definitely not going to time.
Ooh. But it looks like they can't get anything off of that, and there is a danger of making those single football pushes, is that now Make-A-Wish, they have a clam already and they have that pity. If they get this power clam in, that's a super jump and double football score.
Exactly,
and with no Punisher trade from the start.
Exactly. Alright, we're just waiting to move in. Looks like this ends up having a hard time 1v1ing. Get some help from a friend. Looks like they're going to be able to get a clean score. Sadly, the Nautilus is not able to get any further than that. NKT's Slosher trying to defend their basket, but Candy comes in with their powerful Slosher. Not able to get a single clam in as they get picked off, so that is a free clam on the side of NKT as well. Looks like they both have pities out, but NKT is a little behind on pace.
NKT might be behind on pace, but if these teams, go back and forth or stall, it could, 11-11 have that 1 point, loss right here. So the initiative still is on 11-11 to make a score here, and
well, it is actually on You know what? Yeah, it is actually. It is on 11-11 to make that score. Sorry, I was misreading the teams. Oopsies, my bad. That being said,
It's
no
fine. At least the
specials ready
colors
on
aren't
either.
wrong.
No, hey. Be nice to our streamer. Hey, he's doing his best. Hey.
No, all love goes out to Mint, alright?
That being said, a few specials on the side of NKT. Their Slosher has been picked off, but that doesn't mean that they can't stop a push when it comes. 11-11 has the opportunity to push up. Oh, here comes the Kraken and the super jump. This is just like Splatoon 2 and Baller. Getting in that extra power clam. Oh my god.
He just takes the power clam and then hits special. And it's like, well, what are you going to do?
And then 11-11 did not punish. That being said, 11-11 getting their own clam and only needing one more score. This Nautilus has it. And there we go. Taking it all the way down to 45 points.
The pity clam missed. That could have been even more.
The pity clam missed? Oh, that could have been more. That's such a shame. That being said, NKT may be on the back foot, but they have a free power clam, and 11-11 does not. There is a minute and 25 seconds left. So it's going to be an exciting conclusion.
It will be. So close these two teams are. We couldn't have asked for a better match here. As that Tri-Slosher is just running it down into the basket, really opening up mid here and getting these really important picks.
You know, one pick is more than enough to be able to push off of. And really, it's the beauty of high-level competitive play to say, when do you need a special and when do you not need a special? And right now, this Tri-Slosher has Tacticooler. They have a strike ready. They can and 11-11 can definitely make a push and solidify their lead. That being said, they might also want to keep mid just a little longer. This Tri-Slosher Candy getting a 2 down, actually, right on their bridge. Unfortunately going down, but they have that Tacticooler buff, which means they're going to respawn right away. 11-11 getting in another good push on that basket. Bringing it down to, oh my god, is that 17?
I believe that is. And it's just, you know,
13,
7 seconds
that's 13.
left. What can
7 seconds left. They have a free pity
claim,
but they have 15 seconds to get that next clam in. Sadly, 11-11 knew to back out because they know that this overtime is coming. Even a Tacticooler may not save them. Yes, as they run up to the basket, time is counting down. They get that pity in, but it's only the 96 up, and they get a wipeout, and that means this game is going to 11-11.
11-11 showing that, you know, NKT might have gone in that first map, but they turned it on after the second. They were like, you know what? That was tower control bubble cheese, you know? This is where the real fun begins, and just showing up 2-1 side of 11-11 Make-A-Wish. Really close games, though, across the board.
Those are some really entertaining games to watch. I think definitely on the side of 11-11, that Tri-Slosher Candy was slaying. Absolutely knew what they wanted to do and executed it perfectly. Get wormed on. NKT...
Get wormed on. They got wormed on. Candy single-handedly just wormed all over the place, and NKT couldn't handle it. That, you know, Berlin was doing great on that 96, but Candy was just doing better on the try. And that's what really made the difference, I feel like, in the end.
Yeah. Alright. We are going to take an ever so short break while we get this next match going.
Oh. Welcome to the semifinals of the Top Cut bracket. Here we have 88 and Sunny versus Cool Cats. And this is going to be best of 5. It's going to be an awesome map. We're starting with Splat Zones and Mami. And, Time, what are your thoughts?
Ooh, Mami is a very small and round map. In my opinion, maybe this is just me. I started picking up E-Leader again. I don't like Umami as an E-Leader. As a Tentatek, I think it's very fun.
Well, you see, E-Leader's been banned.
Oh, that's true, but... Oh my god! Well, to be fair, Zekofin is also a very strong contender.
Yeah. Zekofin is also a very strong contender, but as we see, no chargers. So...
We do see a Wiper. Now, Wiper is a very strong weapon. That Torp combo with the Wiper, it's the distraction and the kill for me. Also, Team Cool Cats has this, they have a backline. They have range. They have a lot of range, actually, on 88 and Sunny. That being said, Tri-Slasher has more range than you think it does. It can kill you. It can go over objects. You can't really hide from it. You can only run from it. And as you can see, 88 and Sunny is already getting some excellent pressure and pushing Cool Cats out of the zone.
Definitely 88 and Sunny pushing up, using those fizzies for what I call trash damage, just chucking those up to those choke points. So if Cool Cats decide to push, they might get hit by a fizzy. But a trade coming out and 2 down on the side of Cool Cats. They tried to push in, but it, you know...
See, is a trade really a trade if one of the people has a tacticooler? And even though there's another trade, like, Sadie and Sunny is not backing out of that zone. They're not getting rid of mid. And you can very easily see that, like, these dualies, for instance, taking on fights that, like, they're able to win. It's insane because even if you go into a losing battle, you're not losing mid, if this makes sense.
Definitely. Tactical are allowing these, like any teammate, to be a quick respawn weapon, allowing them to play... Oh, Crab. Crab Brave. Anyways, as I was saying before I got rudely
as you were saying,
misinterpreted.
Time is counting down. Oh, the tacticooler jump into zone after seeing that the zone has been capped. That is a strategy I have not seen implemented yet.
I thought he was gonna die, not gonna lie. But
well,
it worked out.
It did work out. We have 4 seconds left. All they need to do is paint over this Splatling, and 88 and Sunny takes a very quick, fast and quick first game.
Showing that they love the sweet and savory flavors of umami ruins right over here. It was. I didn't get to see anybody paint the zone, to be honest. It felt really one-sided. 88 and Sunny got that zone in the beginning and then decided, yeah, cool, we're gonna win, and just locked them out. Cool Cats never really getting a chance to get back into zone.
And that's just how it goes. This next match should be on... Let's see, it looks like the map list was incorrect on bracket, so it looks like the next one should be Tower Control Haggle.
Yes, it will be Tower Control and Haggle. Both teams have readied up, of course.
Nice.
And
well, these guys know what they want to do.
I want bubble.
I think that's good.
Blast. I want... Oh, we can't have double bubble. I still want blaster. I will not get my wish. But Junior's coming out on both sides.
Junior with bubble is insane. It's so much turf coverage, and especially on the side of 80 and Sunny, a Junior enables this carbon roller very, very well.
Definitely. I believe we saw some object shredder on both sides, so they are prepared for this. You know, they are expecting this, but...
I can see this object shredder already coming out as Sleepy's bubble is immediately shredded.
Definitely. Really powerful to, you know, especially in tower, make sure you at least have one person running that, because bubble is so likely.
Another bubble
on this
already!
map.
Junior, 2 bubbles within like the first minute of the match is definitely a Junior moment if I've ever seen one.
And this is why they won't give Aerospray a bubble.
Is this your conspiracy theory?
This is my conspiracy theory, that Aerospray would farm bubble too fast, that it would be so oppressive on tower control. Because I believe the team that has control of tower gets a slight special charge.
Yes, it does. Actually, 80 and Sunny didn't even need a bubble Aerospray to go in, as the Junior was just riding tower as the rest of its team ran up and started spawn camping Cool Cats. Cool Cats broke out of the spawn cap, but they can't break into mid as they're already getting picked off one by one for even attempting to get out.
Bubble! There's another bubble!
Oh, and the bubble, using the beacon as a defense in the bubble is Junior tactic number 1. Stealth jump Carbon into tower, gets a great pick as they go back into mid. We see a crab popped in mid, trying to get pressure onto their plat so they can keep control and maybe even go back for another spawn camping session to get this lead or to extend this lead or even a knockout.
Definitely 88 and Sunny just posing like they're gonna knock out Cool Cats here, showing the you know, quite frankly, a Junior diff.
A Junior diff?
It's just...
But they both have Juniors.
Well, the 88, but 88s and Sunnies is popping a lot more bubbles, I'll tell you that. Really doing more Junior things. But speaking of, you know, getting diff, that is an Ultra Stamp. Just getting a nice double.
And that nice double was able to help 80 Cool Cats push back into mid. 88 and Sunny still not letting up the pressure though, as they get a clean 2 picks on Cool Cat, which is going to let them extend get back on tower, put more pressure on, giving this Junior on the tower is already giving their team more passive special charge for more oppressive specials to keep the enemy team in spawn.
Definitely popping this bubble so Plat can't help. This is like, it's a statement. Like, there's 2 minutes left in the match, and Cool Cats hasn't gotten a point.
That's true. Not a single point. I mean, an unfortunate, like, few picks, especially against, like, a high-level team, means that, like, you lose advantage. They're going to take advantage of it like a hungry shark. It's going to be gone.
Definitely. And 2 are down on the side of 88 and Sunny, and that allows Cool Cats to finally get their first points, and they might even get their own first checkpoint. But as soon as I say that...
As soon as you say that, tower does
like
go
it's
down
happening.
on the side of Cool Cats. It looks like this junior is doing a great job to just keep mid and make sure that it doesn't become purple faced against the sea. Okay. You know what? Yes, I feel like you know what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that this junior is keeping control. Yes.
Mid control belongs to this junior and this junior only. And speaking of the junior only, that was the last person left on Cool Cats, but that is no longer it.
Now that's the junior gameplay right there. You throw the bomb, you get the kill. That's just really how it goes at the end of the day.
It's quite simple. Just press right bumper.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Press right bumper. LDE
you don't
plus
even need a fighting game input. It's just right bumper.
Well, sometimes you need to recover your ink. That being said, Junior does get this bubble on tower in this last 30 seconds. Object Shredder shredding that bubble away, but that means that the pressure is still on from the side of 88 and Sunny.
Definitely. It's just Cool Cats hasn't been able to really like take back mid, get these picks. 88 and Sunny they're an iron wall here. They are. You know,
I think another thing on the side of 88 and Sunny is they have
because the creepers keep blowing you up, right? They're in an
basically
impenetrable defense.
I do think one thing 88 and Sunny had that Cool Cats really wanted is definitely not the crab. I don't think the crab was like the difference between winning and losing.
Crab didn't do much. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
I feel like the two reasons why they won is one, the juniors' very oppressive bubbles. Like Sleepy was popping off with them. And then on the other hand, they also had Tacticooler. And Tacticooler is, if you can get your Tacticoolers up and don't die, it's essentially like your team doesn't die. They will always be in mid. They will always be there. Like, the only way you can get rid of it is pick them off every single, like, you have to get a wipeout, essentially. And 88 and Sunny, every time they would go 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, they just retreat. Well, I don't think they went 3 down at one point, but they would retreat back into mid. I did not see a Cool Cats get any wipeouts on 88 and Sunny.
It's giving me like old Mercy Res vibes. Like, you think, you know, Cool Cats think, oh yeah, we've eliminated 3, and then they just come right back because of that tactical to respawn. You know? Oh, we've gotten 3, we can push mid, we can get control. Nope, they're already there. And they're already ready for the fight. I will shoot a message to Sunny's captain to see what the bubble numbers were after this tournament.
How exciting.
I need that. I need to see. It was like 7. It's just insanity.
Insane.
Anyways, speaking of insanity, Rainmaker, Scorch Gorge. Actually, the insane part is just Scorch Gorge there.
Well, I think Scorch Gorge isn't a bad map. It's a very close range map, in my opinion. Like, there's a very large flat area, Ninja Squid rules, and the only thing that one team might have is a charger. That being said, this Carbon Roller is probably going to have a field day, especially against...
Double Splatling?
Double Splatling.
Okay.
Lots of stealth jump, actually, on the side of 88 and Sunny.
Wait, I don't see a single Ninja Squid on the side of Cool Cats.
Oh my. Well, to be fair, you want to carry that Rainmaker and go fast. Already, we have the aggressive Junior Sleepy popping a bubble on right side to get control. We have people marked. We have... Oh, and the first blood goes to 88 and Sunny as they're able to pick off this Splatana. Quickly after follows their... I believe that is an N-Zap. Getting that Tacticooler, realizing the importance of it. Easy first checkpoint for 88 and Sunny with the body block, especially by the dualies. Easy
and
pop.
They pop it again. Am I watching Splatoon 2?
Onto Snipe, actually, as they're trying to get a few key picks to run in. We have the Ultra Stamp down. This Rainmaker is not trying to go for points. They want this knockout, and they want it bad. Scorch Gorge is a extremely hard map to knock out because it's so close to spawn.
Definitely, and there's not a lot of cover this Rainmaker can go through. Yeah, it can hug the walls, but at the end of the day, they're still going through a choked hallway at the very end that's close to spawn. It's not easy, but this Rainmaker, 88 and Sunny, they're looking like that's what they want to do. But what might happen first is Rainmaker might explode.
Oh yeah, with only a few seconds left on that clock, they need to push now or forever hold their silence. That being said, this Rainmaker tried to push up and got sniped by this Stamp.
Unfortunate. Well, you know, at the very least, didn't get the uncomfort of having Rainmaker explode on him in the middle of a stream match, but two go down on the side of Cool Cats. You know, they get the Rainmaker, but so, they don't get
88 and Sunny spills blood in the water. They're going for it. They want it.
They want this game. They want this set over. They want grands.
They want grands. They want this knockout. They are hungry for it. I can see that, like, this Tri-Slasher especially wants kill, wants death, wants murder. Tri-Slasher wants kill.
Violence and bloodshed, and that is what Sunny wants. They are playing Doom Eternal, not Splatoon 3.
Exactly. Oh, and we have the path starting to get freed up. Ooh, an Ultra Stamp going after the Rainmaker. Not actually getting the kill though, as Azuka comes out to try and defend. The range diff though.
This position, no.
Oh my god, the Rainmaker has an opening.
The weave,
all of the members are behind them.
The duck and weave.
Oh my god, the wipeouts.
That happened.
A rare knockout on Scorch Gorge. Wow, what even happened there? They got knocked out. Oh my god. Nobody was watching. I think everybody respawned and went behind the Rainmaker and expected their teammates to take them out, and it just didn't work.
You saw that
the
Rainmaker
insane.
Was underneath that wall right there at the end, right? Hugging
yes.
the wall, you know, got pushed, and there was a person above. And the Rainmaker got some paint down, started moving towards, then
the Tri-Slasher came up, and attacked the splat.
Right went behind that Cool Catch guy tried to flank the Rainmaker and wasn't quick enough on the timing, and you know it sucks when it comes down to that. You know, Cool Cats could have had that play. We dropped, got the right timing, gets the Rainmaker, and maybe a push, maybe. But at the end of the day, you know, just an insane showing from 88. Just we don't need to see Umami this round. No,
we don't even need to see another Umami.
There will not be Clam Blitz. No Clam Blitz. We will not. No tasting clam.
It's okay. We'll see some clam bits next round, hopefully.
On Scorch.
Scorch. Honestly, you know, one of my teammates actually their favorite map is Scorch Gorge. Clam Blitz.
How are they?
They're roller main. If that answers you any questions.
Okay, well that makes sense. That answers all my questions. But you know what questions aren't going to be answered? Whatever questions you have, is we're going to be going into a break before finals.
That makes sense to me. I'll ask them later on then. Hi, and welcome to finals of This Is Fine Off Meta Tournament. You're in for a treat because one of the teams, the #1 seed, has won every single set with the challenge comp, securing their badge and maybe going for a little extra this round. What are your thoughts, Bacon?
I think we're going to get a little extra. Oreos has been running the challenge comp in playoffs.
It's insane. They went 3-0 last round.
They went 3-0 against 11-11, who we just saw put up a really good performance against Coolcat. Yes. Oreos is messing around. You know, this might not be Silly Cats, but Oreos, they can't contain the silliness.
I don't know if you know that's what the team's called. The team's called Silly Kitties.
You know,
just thought I'd let you know.
I've been talking about Cool Cats. That, you know, the word.
It's got in your head. I get it.
It's one of those things, but that's besides the point. The silliness is not being contained by Oreos, and let's see if they can contain this one and use a comp. Or
yes,
is it gonna be a challenge?
I don't know if Oreos is going to do the challenge comp. How much do they want to risk against 88 and Sunny, especially on Undertow, where the challenge comp may not thrive as well as it would on other maps? So they must be thinking real hard about it. They have to make sure if they want to run a modified challenge comp to make sure there are no duplicate specials. And of course it won't count for a point, but it would be nice. I don't know. I'm really hoping I see it, though.
I want double challenge. I want double challenge.
I want them to double challenge each other, too. I want to see it so bad. Please show it to us on Undertow Spillway. Beacons are actually pretty good on Tenterbrella. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, and we are heading into this first game. Big reveal. Ooh, a Tenterbrella badge, actually.
Oh. That's a normal comp.
Oh, no, they dropped the challenge comp for the map. No. I understand, though, this map is a very difficult map to do. The challenge comp.
Yeah. The challenge comp would not work here.
That being said, 96 is still a strong pick.
Definitely.
All right, and getting on the tower first is 88 and Sunny with that aggressive bubble. Ooh, and gets slammed off the tower by, what was that, a Tri-Slasher? Insane. Both teams also have a junior. That being said, Oreos does have a C junior, while 88 and Sunny has their tried and true V junior.
Definitely.
And is that a crack-on roller?
It is. We're seeing the crack-on really come out here. Definitely, teams are showing the strength of a previously just a dream of Splatoon players in 3 to get crack-on back. It's an original kit, but yet here we are, crack-on in an official tournament.
Crack-on on Splatoon 1 wasn't as strong because everything else was so strong. In a meta where everything is super broken, even the least broken thing, not saying Kraken was the least broken thing, but even the least broken thing is still broken. And you can see this very well in Splatoon 3's metagame, where it's very hard to deal with Kraken. The only thing you can really do is to cancel them out of their initial forming, or cancel them at the end if they're not safe. And a lot of Krakens now are not safe when they finish their Kraken. That being said, this 96 almost got punished. They got punished anyway, almost getting rewarded with a trade. This is neck and neck right now between Oreos and 88 and Sunny. It looks like Oreos is still in the lead, though, by just a few points, but 56 is not strong on this map.
This is surprising. 88 and Sunny showing that they didn't make it to grand finals, just get crushed. They are putting up a fight as they push this tower to the next checkpoint, and that will be a lead swap.
Yes, honestly, 88 and Sunny dying with Tactical, proving once again Tactical is very strong. Kraken ready on the side of 88 and Sunny, getting an easy pick on this. What was that? A Carbon, actually, if you can believe it.
Definitely.
No, 96.
We're seeing 88 and Sunny. They take checkpoint too, and we're seeing the strengths of their comp here really shine.
Yes, it is a really good comp to do basically everything with. It makes it so you're forever on the field, as long as your Tri-Slosher doesn't die. As long as your Junior doesn't die, you'll have a lot of bubbles. That being said, Oreos has a very damage-heavy comp. They want to win. They said to themselves, we're going to win the war, even if they lost the battle, in parentheses comp challenge. Still, they get this Kraken on the tower. They get this lead, extending it 27.
Oh.
And
they're on checkpoint 3, and
20,
2 are down
19,
on the side of 88.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Bazooka coming out on the side of Oreos. This could be what they need. Lockdown checkpoint. They don't allow checkpoint to reset, and they get that checkpoint.
No, I don't think they... Did they? Oh my god, they did? That's insane. That is literally insane. I could barely see from the frantic battle. That being said, Oreos is going to have to play a little bit passive as their teammates get back into mid. Now that everyone's back in mid, they can continue their push. Azuka almost barely not picking this dualies. It is a 2v2 situation though. Getting a nice shark by tower. Putting on pressure so they can't push. Looks like the Carbon Roller overextended just a little bit on the side of He and Sunny.
And now
Crab
you can see
is
that
a very
roller
strong
maybe push up. That Crab allows, Oreos to really push up, but it's a free backliner. It's hey, let me switch what role I'm playing here. And Oreos is trying to use that to push, but AD8 and Sunny is doing a really good defense in mid right here. As soon as I say that though, one down on the side of AD8 and Sunny, and Oreos will take that and
like a ravenous wolf. These teams are taking every advantage they can get against each other.
But as soon as we say that too, down on the side of Oreos, AD8 and Sunny, they're like, yeah, okay, we'll give you some space and we'll take it right back.
Well, that's the give and take, right? You don't want to get punished for trying to push up too early, and never underestimate your opponents, especially in a game like this where basically a split-second decision could change everything.
And Tactical are getting dropped here. You can see Sleepy getting off tower just to grab that can of soda. It could be it's anyone's game here. That third checkpoint is what stands between
Kraken is trying to get kills on tower, but this Junior and everyone else on tower is fighting for it. And looks like Oreos.
Ooh.
Oh my god! It was
so chaotic at the end. They just
it was so chaotic.
Somebody touched at the last second or something, and it was like
Oreos managed to get them off for long, or at least stall it for long enough so it would secure their win.
That Kraken on tower is such a great idea because the amount of invincibility that you get during that, it's just like, hey, come up on tower and die, and there's nothing you can do about it for at least 4 seconds, maybe.
Yes, but even with like being pushed off the tower, or trying to at the very least, this Kraken on Undertow was doing its best to stall the tower. And as you can see, AD8 and Sunny did not want to give that up whatsoever.
Definitely. AD8 and Sunny, proving that they're still a great team. This wasn't an insane wash from Oreos, which a lot of us were expecting via Oreos' insane performance throughout this entire event. AD8 and Sunny really showing up, and I'm excited to see what they have here on Rainmaker Eeltail. How many chumps? Well, we already know the maximum answer, but
well, see, the thing is, right, is last time you talk about how chumps are great, and I'm going to say my opinion, right, which is I don't think chumps are all that. The Rainmaker should always be pushing forward with a Rainmaker Guardian. They should have someone protecting them, moving ahead of them. They should have everybody on their team helping them follow up so they cannot get attacked. And with Super Chump, it's going to be basically useless if you have something like a Junior or an NZEP right next to the Rainmaker trying to keep those chumps off of them. This is not like you're always fighting slow fire rates.
There's something I'm gonna say here is that makes those teammates look away from the fight and to shoot those. There's a tactic in tactical shooters where you want to divert the enemy's crosshair away from you. And
well, that's the thing, right?
I will say that the chump will do that.
Like if there's somebody with Object Shredder, which you should be running on Rainmaker anyway, right?
Yeah,
and this
it's probably
person
gonna get shredded really quickly.
Yeah, like you don't have to shred all of the super chumps, and most people don't shred them all. They only shred the ones they need, and then they let the rest get turf. And really, like, that's the beauty of Super Chump, is that, like, sometimes you have to choose your priorities, and at the end of the day, it's mostly about the aggression. And I feel like at high level, you won't really see that working out as much as you do in low level.
And I think I'm being proven wrong here about Super Chump.
Not a single Object Shredder.
There's no chump. There will be no chumping.
No chumping today. Not a lot of Object Shredder. I'm kind of surprised by this. 88 and Sunny bringing out their tried and true comp already of Carbon, Dualies, Junior, and the the Trinovo, yes. Actually, they're getting ready to make a push if they can get a good pick. However, one goes down on the side of 88 and Sunny, and it looks like they're going to be pushed back into mid just a little bit.
Definitely. I will say something about 88's comp here is that it's very much like the second best meta picks in each category. Junior used to be really meta for a long time, and quite simply is still a big niche pick in tournaments, and we're seeing that its use here is very powerful. And of course, Splat Dually still has Crab, and you get that insane frag power from the Carbon, and then add an instant respawn tactical, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not just about the tacticaler and about the specials, because like at the end of the day, that was a very good push, by the way, on the side of 88 and Sunny.
Almost got the checkpoint.
Almost got that checkpoint. They were gunning for it. They wanted it bad. That being said, I feel like it's like, what do you want out of a team? And what are you good at playing? So, for instance, a Junior is really good at covering turf. Great, you can enable a Carbon, right? And so we have a Carbon here, which is a Slayer.
Side of 88.
Oh dear, and looks like this means Oreo is actually going to take a moment to try and push up as best they can. Junior's bubble is not going to be stopping this Rainmaker for too long. Taking the upper left path.
Rainmaker is getting a lot of trouble though.
Getting slammed by those bombs. Looks like the Junior's down though, so they won't have to worry about as much bomb span.
Well, Junior's
Rainmaker wants it bad. So bad that they even walk into the Ink Strike that pre-fire upon where they're going.
They're 1 point away.
1 point lead, as you can see. Oh, and the crazy vertical flip from the Carbon, getting a sick double as they're able to defend their checkpoint.
You know, Super Chump, while it might have been made to protect jump ins, it definitely didn't. And definitely hasn't.
Of course not. Of course not. Especially because it's so limited in usage.
Definitely. But
this poor Carbon, gets the trade-off though. Like that's what you want to do.
The total of that life. This Carbon is showing its frag power, and speaking of frag power, here comes the killer of teams, the Kraken.
Ooh, that Kraken was so easily punished. I'm thinking about it. Oh, speaking of which, they actually ended up getting punished. But sadly, it looks like the Rainmaker is able to get a push because the team got so focused on it. So Oreo really takes a good lead.
Really good double on the side of Oreos. I believe that was the Dualies.
Now this is an easy checkpoint for Oreos as they're able to slam down. Ooh, looks like the Rainmaker carrier did end up dying there, but that's all right as they have specials ready. They are ready to push in, and only 2 are up on the side of 88 and Sunny.
And this is where Crab shines.
Crab right cover, Crab going out.
Just able
here they
to
come. Looks like the
lay
Rainmaker
a red carpet.
Yeah, the red carpet won't protect you from everything, but boy, does it make you feel good. Oh my god, the Kraken push into the Rainmaker. Looks like the momentum carried over as they were able to get onto that pedestal just barely without touching enemy ink. I have never seen that before. That is a new interaction. Oh my god.
That is such insane just game knowledge coming out. Of course, that's what's expected by Oreos, who's been running this tournament practically. You know, just such a small interaction, just squid roll with the Kraken as it's going out, and oh, there goes Rainmaker, get knocked out. It's just...
That was crazy. I didn't think you could really do that with Kraken, The momentum carried over. The little bit of ink carried over. That's crazy to me.
Absolutely crazy. Let me know what's going on Twitter.
Exactly. But yeah, Clams Scourge coming out.
Scourge.
I think this Carbon's gonna have a great time on Scorch Gorge.
Oh, the Carbon's gonna have a feast day. The Carbon is excited. In fact, if I'm 88, I'm both teams. I'm preparing for a roller. You know, I'm building
both
a comp
teams
around.
in your mind.
They got to build a comp around knowing that the enemy's gonna have a really good roller. Both teams are showing, you know, they know how to play really good frag weapons, and you never know. The challenge comp can come out though.
I want to see that challenge comp, like even for just one game. This might be a strong map for it. It's very open. Eeltail is very narrow, so I can definitely see it happening.
Let's get Scorch out. Just play challenge. If you lose, it's fine. Scorch is gone.
It's out of the map pool. Well, I'm not a Scorch hater, so maybe I feel a little differently. Maybe Oreos is actually
we might get to Inkblot if you just, you know, throw 2 rounds for content, alright?
Are you an Inkblot liker or a Scorch hater?
I think we're all an Inkblot liker.
Really? Because I don't really like Inkblot that much.
You know, it might be overused. Sure.
Overrated? Just a little?
It's way better than Scorch. I mean, we can all agree.
It's better than Scorch? I don't know. I'm kind of
especially Splat Zone's Inkblot is so much better than Splat Zone's Scorch.
Well, they're basically the same thing with the big tower in the middle, so.
I mean, you're right.
As it goes.
As it goes, Wiper.
Yeah, Wiper, there it is.
There it is.
Looks like 80 and Sunny has their Carbon back in the field.
No, Ninja, I believe, also on the side of 88, which is
and
strange.
They
There's a lot
their
of
bubble.
ink that you can. They did drop their bubble.
Stamp.
Going through, there's an L3 on the side of 88.
Yes,
and
that is.
They're not even running the challenge comp.
Well, the challenge comp has L3D, right, which has hammer.
Of course.
Actually, 80 and Sunny just got the first score after 2 excellent picks onto Oreos. Getting another pick with these Glugas. Glugas has the range of a Splattershot Forge.
And has Booyah.
Yeah, and it has Booyah, which is the K-Gal kit with longer than K-Gal range. But it's the Glugas, so they're difficult to use, requires a lot of skill. We might even see a knockout here, as 2 more Clams are on their way to the basket. That being said, Oreos has cleared up mostly around their basket, throwing torps to figure out where the rest of them are. That was a very, very close call, and we just barely passed the 1 minute into the game mark.
And I still can't count Oreos out. I still feel like it's an even match. 88 and Sunny have gotten to 12. And I still feel like Oreos can just get a good team wipe and win this.
Honestly, if you can get really good pressure, you don't really need... Well, you can get a wipe, but, like, you don't need to... Like, most of the time, Clan Blitz games are really stalling and competitive because you want... Your ideal is to get a push that knocks it out.
That's a power clam in on the side of 88. And that's 2 down on the side of Oreos. As long as they keep basket control, and that Booyah is right there for that basket control, but Kraken is coming out to shut down.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter. There's another clam coming in. They're slowly coming in, 1 by 1.
Yeah, can't keep that basket open long enough, though, as it closes, and there is a 28 penalty now, which means that penalty has gone down. What did I see? What did I see?
Who tried to toss in a clam at the last second of the basket, yeeted itself out of the way.
No! Well, that's the cruel game of Splatoon, is as soon as its time is up, it's gone.
Not able to weave it in, you know.
Carbon Roller's putting in work. 80 and Sunny is going 2 down, though, and this means Oreo has the control in mid. They're getting the clams, trying to get a push. They have a power clam. They have 2 more power clams on their way. But we saw a crab just now by Sunny's basket. We see them defending it. We see them trying to go into mid, and they know where this person is because they have the clam. They're going to try and pick them up as best they can.
And, you know, 80 and Sunny really just denying Oreos any more points. You know, being like, yeah, no. We're not letting you do what we did to you. And that's end of story. But what's not end of story is that Kraken with clam. That Kraken has a football.
If that Kraken is not punished, it's going to get that clam in. And it looks like they
exactly
didn't punish it fast enough. Yeah. Sadly, I don't think they're going to be able to get any more clams in, which just gives 88 and Sunny another pity.
And you only get 10 points for that. It's not a good 20-pointer at the beginning. There is... That could potentially ruin Oreos, this map for Oreos. But what's not ruining the map for Oreos is the insane amount of pressure they're managing to put on. Still
even with this pressure, if they can't get people down, they can't get those picks, they won't get that basket.
Definitely.
There is a choke point on this ramp,
and there is a clam.
They can't get it,
there's
here comes the clam. But the question is, right, can they get enough to pass 12? There is a minute left in the game, and I don't even know if they're going to be able to get another score, let alone those 50-odd points.
All 88 really needs to do here is just play defense, but they're not going to do that. They want this knockout.
This Glugaz is actually playing very well. I'm actually really impressed by.
I want to see more of this Gluga.
Yeah, really awesome. Honestly, it inspires me really because Gluga, it's so niche because you need to be very skillful to play it. That being said, 88 and Sunny is killing any hopes of Oreos to be able to get an overtime, as I don't even think they have a clam ready on the field.
I don't think they do,
and
they don't have that mid control to get one.
Clam, but they get one at the last second as they're going to try and score. This Glugaz is trying to stop them though. They're tactical up, so even if they die, 1 second respawn is then they're already back onto the field. Here comes the Oreos with a few more clams and a wipeout. All they need to do is keep this clam basket open and get points. They're 27. They're at 13. Oh, and they got that last clam to bring it all the way down to 10, and it looks like it's over.
It's over. You know, 80 and Sunny, they had such a big lead.
That overtime such a good lead, and yet it was the unfortunate wipeout. You know, in overtime you get frantic. You want them away now, as long as you can get that basket closed. But it was an unfortunate wipeout, and Oreos realized they could just take their time and keep the basket open while all of their friends just ran away and did whatever. Get more clams, come back, a bountiful harvest, and Oreos has won. Impressive 3-0 against 88 and Sunny.
They did contain the silliness, at least. No challenge coming away. You know, giving the respect to 88 and Sunny, but you can't contain the Oreos either, though.
You can't contain the Oreos.
Just an absolute mad run. I feel, you know, now I'm hungry, number one. I really want some Oreos. Unfortunate. But, number two, it's just, they ran through tournament. They absolutely, you know, they saw every enemy team as just, to be honest, just a small little bump. Absolutely wrecking everyone in the tournament and proving that they are just a better team overall.
You know, Oreo's team captain may be called Omega, but they sure do act like an alpha.
He is the alpha and Omega. You know, maybe the second coming of Christ, you never know.
I was honestly really impressed by Ultra Blue on 88 and Sunny. That Glugaz was so impressive to me. I really admire people who are able to use Glugaz, because it's very difficult for someone like me to use, because I'm very bad at timing and spacing and all that. So whenever I see it done well, it makes me think, oh my god, that triple at the start, I think, was it?
Ultra Blue is definitely a player to look out for. Definitely. And
definitely.
Just really showing how good those Glugaz could be. I've seen some tournament results in Japan. You know, there's Gluga players occasionally, but there is, this is really just a really good showing in this off meta. You know, because Gligas gets, you know, everything gets shut down by Splash, but, you know, Ultra Blue getting this opportunity in TIF to really show just the skill level that Gligas can bring.
Yes. Speaking of tournament results, actually, we have all the results of the tournament ready to go. Congratulations to Oreo for getting first, 88 and Sunny for getting second, and third is 1111 Make-A-Wish that we saw in round 1.
Great job, 1111 Make-A-Wish. I think it was a repeat match against Cats, I believe.
Cool, Cats.
So, you know, getting the run back there and still proving that they're the better team. Just an insane showing, some insane teams, a really long tournament, and filled with all sorts of crazy matches. You know, so, you know, just a crazy tournament. Big shout out to Kale for hosting. Big not shout out to Elemental for screwing everything up.
What? No!
I'm just joking. No. Big kudos to Elemental for running, for being awesome. Major shout outs to Mint for running the stream.
Yes, you know, thank you, Mint.
Eventually learned what colors were, and we're glad he finally learned.
Be nice. Be nice.
And of course, shout out to our casters. Me, Anson, also known as Bacon. You can find me on Twitch at @sir_bacon_gaming. Time, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Fresh Squiffer, no spaces.
And of course, shoutouts to Jameson, and Broken Pinky, and Weef. You can find Weef over at Weef Slider on Twitter.
Yes.
I have cast with them. I know their Twitter handle. Broken Pinky, you can probably find him somewhere. I don't know why you would need to. You can always find him literally on every stream ever. He's on that casting grind. So expect to see more of them. Just great cast, great production.
It was super fun, and special shout out to me who did all the seating and all the Battlefy and all the brackets and all everything.
You know, tooting your own horn, but well deserved.
Just a little emergency.
Any last words? Can we get Kale in here? Some last words as a TO. See, you know, her thoughts. No? Okay. Maybe. Wait, I'll tell her to get in here.
Yeah, let's ask. Let's ask.
She said she would? She did. I literally just went in there.
Whoops.
There we go.
Well, hi.
Kale. Hello. You ran this.
Yes.
Well, we could also say Time ran this, but
no, head TO. Kale's head TO.
Head TO and Kale.
Winner. No, it was totally Time.
They messaged me at 2 a.m. telling me I should cast. So, Kale, any final words?
I hope you guys had fun, and we'll be working on making it better so it's not so long next time.
When are we getting a TIF 3?
May. It's gonna be in May.
You heard that yourself.
Ooh, how exciting! Well, thank you everybody for watching, and oh, sorry.
That was it. You're good.
Well, I was gonna say thank you everybody for watching, and thank you even more to everybody who stuck around and played, because I know this tournament ran a little longer than it was meant to.
Mad shoutouts to the teams that didn't drop out, but also mad shoutouts to the teams that did, making sure your well-being is the highest priority. Mad teams to everyone. Mad props.
Yes,
everyone played very well. Biggest shout out right now, best team name has to go to the 720 spin tingle wall jump bounce double deluxe slider whammy with a side of fries for $6.99 dinner party edition. You win something. You win a shout out right now.
You win appreciation. There you go.
Best team name out there. You go.
I'm kind of tempted to write that at the very bottom of the winners page.
No.
Tiny, really small. You need a microscope.
Put it in the metadata of the file.
Yeah. The name of the file will be the same.
Well, it was super awesome, and again, thank you to everybody who participated in terms of tournament organizing, production, and the players especially. And I think that's a wrap, unless anyone has anything else to say.
Bless our staff. Oh my god. All of our commenting. That was.
Don't feel super pressured.
Pain.
Well, good night, y'all. Must be pretty late. Must be
Yep,
late for
it
all
is-
of our
it is
teams
late for
since a lot of them
everyone.
dropped
The
out.
sun is rising for others.
No, my god. All right, well, and that's a good night from us.